Moon Knight and Halo premiered at around the same time in March this year. However, the reception for both couldn't be more different, with Master Chief's TV outing getting obliterated by fans. But there's one redeeming thing about the Paramount Plus show that Marvel could never even dare to tackle. What is it? Well, keep watching to find out. First, Halo and Moon Knight are made for two different audiences. Moon Knight's one of the biggest shows on the planet. Halo, on the other hand, doesn't come anywhere near its popularity. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean that the Paramount series is some sort of indie production. Actually, far from it. In fact, most reports suggest that the video game adaptation has a bigger budget than the Disney Plus show, despite having a much smaller audience. You see, Halo is targeted towards fans of the franchise who have grown to adore the games over the years, and Moon Knight, well, that's just part of the MCU, which continues to break viewership records across the globe. Now, obviously, we're not saying that Master Chief has fewer fans than the Marvel superhero. If anything, he's probably the more popular and well-known character. However, the fact of the matter remains that anything that's remotely related to the MCU these days is just gonna outperform everything else on the market. With that said though, this slightly more niche approach for Halo could actually prove to be a blessing in disguise for the series, as it's able to take on challenges that Disney just can't. Next, Halo dives deeper into Master Chief's trauma than Moon Knight ever could. Let's be clear here, the Halo TV show didn't start out on the best of footings. A lot of people hated what they'd done with these beloved characters as the series diverges away from the OG canon lore. Over the past few episodes, however, the story has slowly built itself into a compelling narrative that can get super introspective at times. Of course, Halo as a franchise has always been about hope and saving humanity, but with this show, it has become so much more than that. We actually get to explore the emotional side of Master Chief as he discovers the truth about his past and has to deal with the mental trauma. Plus, he also has to reconcile with the fact that the one maternal figure that he could rely on turned out to be someone completely different. Now, this is a stark contrast to the stoic super soldier we've seen in games, where the closest thing to a morsel of emotion we get from him is when he regrets not being able to save Cortana. Moon Knight, on the other hand, also tackles similar issues as Mark Spector tries to defragment his feelings about his abusive mother. But that's about where the similarities end, as the Marvel show floats on the surface of this theme and never actually dives in to truly explore any of it in a meaningful manner. Why does it lag so far behind Halo in its emotional depth, though? Well, that's where Disney's mainstream appeal starts to maybe hurt the stories it's trying to tell. Don't get us wrong, Moon Knight's still a fantastic show and deserves all the plaudits that it's getting. It's just that when it comes to actually reflect on a cultural or societal theme, they just can't afford to go deep because, frankly, it's pop TV. It has to appeal to a wide mass audience that's used to these big budget productions. They make you want to eat more popcorn rather than heading to the sink and staring at yourself in the mirror. But then again, that's also a form of entertainment that's crucial these days, especially when the real world can get depressing. Besides, it's honestly not that much of a big deal because in the grand scheme of things, Moon Knight's still an objectively better show than Halo. And now, Halo giveth and Halo taketh away. Master Chief's story really starts to take off by the end of episode 5, when we get that super dope battle sequence with the Covenant. And the next episode follows with an even stronger theme as Chief spirals down on his own thoughts and eventually breaks. It feels like a proper TV show that isn't afraid to hone in on the fact that the world's a brutal and depressing place, and sometimes nothing makes sense. But that's okay. It's acceptable to have these moments of clarity that lead to some profound realization, as this is a time when you actually develop as a character. Everything from the idea to the execution is almost perfect here. Oh, and don't even get us started on the performances. Despite all the shortcomings of the Paramount Plus series, one thing it never falters on is the fantastic acting from everyone involved. So the entirety of the struggle feels even more authentic, thanks to the brilliant cast. However, it doesn't take long for the showrunners to take this incredible narrative away from us and go back to just being the dumb video game adaptation that it's always been. In the later episodes, we see some super weird stuff that just doesn't make any sense for Chief's character, even in this universe. For instance, he even goes ahead and just straight bangs the Covenant spy as Cortana is watching him. Strange behavior from old Master Cheeks over here, honestly. And that's the whole story for Halo as a TV show. It's littered with some fantastic moments that explore our favorite Green Spartan's character in super profound ways, but then it just goes and scraps all of that away in a wildly inconsistent manner. Hopefully though, the showrunners are taking note of all the criticisms of the show so far. Who knows, maybe the second season will be more coherent, especially when the human Covenant war really ramps up. In other news, Star Wars reveals Andor story details. Diego Luna's return to Star Wars after the fantastic Rogue One sent fans into a frenzy of excitement. His new series, Andor, was originally announced in 2018, along with Obi-Wan Kenobi, with a 2022 release in mind, so it's been a while. Thankfully though, after a long hiatus, we're finally getting some actual story details about the upcoming show as we inch closer and closer to it. Of course, since the series focuses on Luna's character character, Cassian Andor, it's set before the events of Rogue One. And according to the actor, we're in for a treat as the show will delve into some pretty dark themes of his life. Speaking to Vanity Fair, he said that this is the journey of a migrant who starts off as a total mess after the Empire takes away everything that he's ever known. As a result, he's got nothing to lose, which leads him to believe in a cause so great that he's willing to sacrifice himself for it. This leads to Andor becoming the true revolutionary force that we know him as in the movie. Now, obviously, if you've watched Rogue One, you'd know that he eventually does end up giving his own life to get the Death Star plans into the hands of the Resistance. Other than that, the show will also apparently display the true power and influence of the Galactic Empire. Remember, much like Obi-Wan Kenobi, this is a dark period in the galaxy far, far away, but has rarely been explored on our screens. So it would be super fascinating to see exactly how terrifying the Empire can be during the peak of its rule. Hayden Christensen fights Obi-Wan in behind-the-scenes look. It's a Star Wars kind of news day as Vanity Fair has dug deep into everything that's been going around at Lucasfilm, and guess what? They also gave us our first look at some behind-the-scenes stuff for what's probably the most hyped Star Wars show ever, Obi-Wan Kenobi. The newly released images include photographs of the cast for all of the upcoming series, including Ahsoka, Mandalorian, and Andor. However, it was a return of Hayden Christensen that attracted all the eyeballs as we got our actual first look at Darth Vader in action. Not only did they show off the full new suit, which by the way has red lenses on like episode 4, but we also got a glimpse at Christensen training with a lightsaber to get back in the groove of things. The 41-year-old can be seen in his casual outfit, but with Vader's boots and cape on top, as that adds another dimension of movement-related challenge. And guess who's on the other side? Yep, it's the Obi-Wan Kenobi's stunt double, Ross Constam. Now, if this isn't confirmation of a full-blown duel between Vader and Obi-Wan, then we don't know what is. Halo co-creator weighs in on TV show criticisms. The Halo TV show adaptation has been put on blast by fans ever since its premiere. Despite the show's great viewership numbers, it seems like fans aren't happy with the writing as it isn't following the original video game lore. Things got so out of hand though that the franchise co-creator, Marcus Leto, also weighed in on what he thought about the show. Replying to a tweet that criticized the show, he said that he's not sure about the TV adaptation's inspiration as this isn't the Halo he made. Now, of course, it's been a long time since Leto last worked on the original games. However, his response is still pretty damning for the TV show because if even the creator of the series isn't happy with its direction, then there's definitely something wrong with it. What do you think though? Does Halo deserve all the flack it's getting online? Let us know down in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.